On a hot July day in 1892, the superintendent of the poorhouse in Greenville, Virginia, placed a 4-year-old boy aboard a train. The boy had no parents, no family, and one set of clothes. He placed a tag around the boy's neck, Grover Sheets, Baptist Orphanage, Salem, and bid him farewell. Grover's destination was the new Baptist Orphanage of Virginia. Established in 1890 by the Baptist General Association of Virginia, the orphanage trustees spent the first 2 years selecting a location, raising money, and building the first structure. By the end of the first week, 9 more children had arrived by carriage, by train, or on foot, and lived in the newly constructed Evans Cottage. 15 years later, 150 boys and girls lived in 10 buildings on an ever-growing campus. Baptist churches, civic groups, and private citizens invested heavily in making the dream of a better life for these children come true. As society changed in the 20th century, the orphanage changed with it. When America entered World War I, the orphanage moved to support widows and accept children from families with living but disabled parents. By the eve of the Great Depression, there were beds for 276 children. Applications for admission were now coming from living parents, hoping to spare their children from poverty. A foster home program was implemented for the first time. By the end of World War II, the number of actual orphans seeking to enter the orphanage was diminishing. The Baptist Orphanage was working to keep families together and children out of the orphanage wherever possible. By 1954, even the word orphanage was gone. The Baptist Orphanage of Virginia became the Virginia Baptist Children's Home. Over the next 4 decades, the mission of the home continued to evolve. The house parents of earlier decades gave way to trained child care workers with degrees in social work. Older buildings were renovated or rebuilt from the ground up, and newer buildings were constructed. Children coming into care were increasingly from at-risk situations and in need of individualized support. An off-campus high-structure environment, the Wilderness Outdoor Opportunity Discovery School, or WOODS, became a year-round ministry for at-risk boys. A specialized program for at-risk girls, HopeTree at Glory Road, followed suit. In the 1980s, the Children's Home opened its campus to adults with intellectual disabilities through a summer residential program. In 1992, that program became HopeTree DDM, or Developmental Disabilities Ministry, and opened the first permanent group homes in Salem and Fredericksburg. Today, the Baptist Orphanage of Virginia is HopeTree Family Services, a nod to the expanded role the agency now plays. While still providing a safe, nurturing home for boys and girls on the Salem campus, the agency also operates residential programs at HopeTree Woods in Craig County and HopeTree Glory Road near Martinsville, treatment foster care services in Salem and Chester, HopeTree Academy, a fully accredited secondary school meeting the needs of at-risk students, and 17 community-based group homes for adults with intellectual disabilities through the DDM program. On a hot August day in 2014, a young boy arrived at the Salem campus with the dream of a better life. The next stage of his journey, and the next chapter in the 124-year history of HopeTree, is in your hands.